BYOT. Bring your own tacos. Dick swinging.
You're listening to American Slacker Podcast.
We can say fuck.
With Matthew Gertz and Jesse Landers.
I don't care, I've been smoking this. That's a decent amount of sausage. This man needs a doctor. Yeah, I just hope they're tasty. What's up with these clowns, man? Couple lights and look through people's pockets. Don't you point that at each other. Let them smoke a little. You need to step it up to that point. We're not gonna lead with the
Live. You're drinking a carbonated beverage as well, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
How'd you know? We keep burping.
Can't help it. Beer will do that to you.
We were drinking coffee earlier. Well, you said you had 2 coffees.
Yeah, I had 2 coffees directly going into the beer, mixing it up in my stomach.
About coffee a little bit, but now we're talking about Iron Fist,
which is not getting any love at all.
It's like an iron boat anchor. Being
Iron Fist is getting the Iron
side.
Fist from the critics. I
That's
don't understand it at all. When you started watching it and talking, it's really good. I was just like, dude, all I'm seeing is negativity online. I don't even want to chance it. I didn't even give Arrow a chance.
Yeah, I would say Arrow's in a bit of a different. I would categorize the CW stuff and the Netflix stuff separately.
Oh, of course, yeah, true. But I mean, they're corresponding in the upcoming Defenders.
Arrow isn't.
He's not in that?
Nope.
See there, I'm mistaken.
That's all. It's all Netflix, and that.
It's gonna be okay. I thought it was gonna cross over. Okay.
So that's the we had talked about it at one point. It's like Jessica Jones, Elektra, Daredevil, and
and
Luke
Flash.
Cage.
Right.
Nope, no Flash. That's
nope,
CW
Flash
again.
and CW. Another one I haven't given a chance. See.
Yep. No, the Netflix
Cage,
ones.
Awesome.
The Netflix ones are all together, and the CW ones they do their own thing. They're existing in separate universes, but everyone's hating on Iron Fist.
Ugh.
We told people in a separate episode to give it a chance, and we hadn't watched it yet. We hadn't been able to give it a once-over when we gave that suggestion. It was it was coming out, and we were like, hey, give it a shot,
Yeah, and then then roll all the negativity on the internet, and I was like, oh shit! I even text you about it.
So we had to get on it. We had to watch it ourselves, and we say, you know what? I don't think it's as bad as the people are making it out.
Fuck
to be.
the haters. I'm actually enjoying it. I just started, and I've already watched 4 episodes. So
yeah,
I
think I'm about 7 deep. And I told you, I dig the choreography of the fight scenes. I think it's closer to a realistic fight than what you see for Hollywood over the top kind of fighting stuff.
Yeah, the dramatic flying and no, it's definitely choreographed by it's got to be some really great martial arts experts.
Yeah, I mean some of the tip of the hat type stuff. I thought that if they made that reference, I thought some of the scenes referenced Old Boy, and there are a couple others that I'm not thinking of right now. But I really enjoyed a bunch of the fight scenes.
Oh yeah. That's what's got me hooked so far. Actually, it's intense, man, and the build up, like I was telling you before, is pretty good. I think they do a great job of building up scenes and certain instances that the character finds himself in. Iron Fist.
One of the biggest controversies is the fact that I guess in the original Iron Fist, Danny Rand, the main character who plays the Iron Fist, is supposed to be Asian or Asian American.
Yeah, and you were telling me this, and I see, like we were talking, what's the problem with the guy is perfect for the role, re-envisioned anyway. I mean, it's not going to be identical to the comic book.
Yeah, it's I never read the comic book. I never read Iron Fist. I feel like that was kind of an off,
yeah, you got to be a diehard comic book guy to get into that, or gal.
Yep. But for what it is, For what that they have made, I think it is decent. It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
it's not like my all-time favorite thing that Netflix
No.
has put out.
But not at all deserving of like all the hate it's getting, honestly.
No,
I've seen far worse shows like get way better reviews.
everyone's
from, like-
jumping on the hate Iron Fist bandwagon.
Yeah, yeah. Don't do it. Give it a chance. Pay attention. Watch it. Appreciate the fighting.
I would say,
Appreciate the storyline.
yeah, the storyline is cool. I mean, you could say that was straight ripped out of the comic book, though. So
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. So that, yeah. Give the comic a try if you're into that too.
yeah, there you go. If they're bitching so much, they can go read the comic.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But as far as Netflix is going, it's a good production, as always.
I'm looking forward to the Defenders when that comes out with all the heroes that we were talking about before.
Yeah, I am too, and I'm actually relieved because I don't know why I thought the Arrow... Like, I've actually been thinking the Arrow was in it for a while, and I know we talked about it, but still, like, I haven't looked into the Defenders too much, and I'm actually relieved the Arrow's not in it. I'm going to say that.
You really
Sorry, that
hate the
actor,
Arrow.
Steven whatever, right?
I don't
Sorry,
know.
guys.
That's I'm not really caught up. The only CW heroes that I've checked out was The Flash. I watched like one of the seasons.
Yeah, is that worth checking out?
It was okay. The thing is with
Yeah.
CW, it's a little hokey. It's like kind of gonna be more family, definitely more campy. The jokes are like, that's where like I'm gonna say shit about the CW stuff, like how the other people have written shit about Iron Fist.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say
I feel
Netflix
ya.
does a way better job.
Yeah, I really like anything Netflix buys and uses. It's great.
They have a good sense of what to put out for the people. Like with Jessica Jones, that was one that was like had intimate scenes, and you don't usually see that in like superhero type of things. There's not real human like interaction and drama.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the closest like I was talking to you about Smallsville earlier, and that's over drama. Like that's over bringing the life of a normal person into it.
Yeah,
Like, there's
Smallville
no, like,
went on
perfect
for a
blend.
while.
Yeah, it really did. It really did.
Some might say too long.
Hater here. Hater here at American Slacker Podcast. What's up, guys? It's Matthew.
And I'm the hater named Jesse.
He's all right though. Don't worry about the hater. He's a good guy.
Try
he's
Iron
a decent
Fist.
guy. I'm going to vouch for him.
If you
Maybe
need more
you don't.
iron in your diet,
Maybe
try
for-
Iron
I don't know.
Fist.
Yeah, exactly. It'll definitely give you the needed amount of iron for your diet.
If you're anemic.
Ah.
Well, Iron Fist was the newest thing that Netflix has put out. We got other things coming at you that are new, starting with our bizarre, strange news that our audience always loves. Canada has announced that by July 1st of 2018, they will legalize marijuana.
Yes. Down with it.
Some trumpets or something behind us.
Yeah. There will be.
We always like to educate people about marijuana and trying to get it pushed to be legalized so that it can be understood and regulated and not putting people in jail.
Blacklisted.
Yeah,
Blacklisted and making good people criminals.
exactly.
Like you're putting people in a pool with people that do wrong, and they're doing nothing wrong.
I mean, it's just a plant. So the CBC News has learned that the legislation being put forth to push for marijuana legalization in Canada by July 1st of 2018 has been announced during the week of April, or will be announced during the week of April. So they're working on legislation for it, and it will be announced in April. The judicial shit and like fucking legislative bullshit.
Yep. Yeah, it takes time.
It definitely takes some time. It's cool. It's good that they're working for it. The federal government will be in charge of making sure the country's marijuana supply is safe and secure, and Ottawa will license producers. People will be allowed 4 plants per household.
Okay. Not
There
a
will
lot,
be-
but that's enough.
There will be a minimum age of 18 to buy marijuana. The provinces will have the option of setting a higher age limit if they wish.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a good move. Good on you. And it's going to be the entire country.
Yeah, thank God. See, they're making a big move at once. That's crazy.
The different provinces will have the right to decide what to do. Like I said before, they can set the age limit a little bit higher than 18 if they'd like. But
yeah,
they're doing what the U.S. has failed to do. We don't talk politics much on American Slacker, but fuck Jeff Sessions and his misinformation about marijuana. So we're putting it out there. In the U.S., the federal government has not removed marijuana from the Schedule 1.
it's ridiculous. Next to meth. Get the fuck out of here.
It also says that it has no medical value. So what Canada is doing is the opposite.
Blatant lies, people.
Their federal government is legalizing it, and then they're letting the states decide what to do along the lines of how to make policy on that. So
yeah, how to regulate. Yeah.
So yeah, it's and I think it is a issue of freedom in my book.
Yeah. It definitely is. I mean, it's telling one what you can do with your body almost.
Yeah, the government
Like, you
shouldn't
can't
be able to
partake in-
decide that.
Yeah. A substance that fights depression, cures diseases, and oh my, let's not get into it because it could go down a deep, deep, dark hole.
Yeah, so I mean, if anything, it's good to know that our neighbors to the north are working on the right side of marijuana.
They're making progress, man. I love it. I really love it. In our next article, it is new news as well. It is coming from the science world. And what we have here, to best explain it, we're definitely going to include this in our slideshow this week. It is the creepiest thing you'll ever see in a photograph ever.
So weird.
What we have, it's so weird. What we have here is Surrey Nanosystems based in the UK, a laboratory. And what they have done is created a material that is so dark that it can't even be measured by a spectrometer. The most powerful spectrometer there is cannot measure how much light it absorbs. Now, that might not sound like that impressive, but what we have here is Vanta Black, and what this could do is it could be used for military applications, per se, like a stealth jet, things like that.
They're going to lose that jet.
They're going to lose it. They're going to lose it. You literally can't see any definition in an item. When you see it in a photograph of like objects painted, it literally looks like it's cut out of the photo. Maybe you painted with ultra black in like Photoshop right over the photo.
So this is a material that they've created?
Yeah, it's a material that was created in 2014. They came up with Vanta Black, but now what they have is Vanta Black in a spray-on application, and that's more important because that's how they can actually make it to where anybody that buys it can actually apply it themselves, aka the military, because the less people involved, the better.
Spray your keys; those shits are gone.
Oh, yeah. Well, it won't be available to me or you, to spray paint your car or anything because that would be a nightmare for society. However, if you work at a university, you might be able to get a small sample because they don't want you causing havoc with it. But they want you to be able to see this miracle. Well, not miracle, but like a magnificent breakthrough in science. It's just so weird,
So,
I mean,
the
way
you
it
said
works.
That okay, you're getting into the science behind it, right?
So yeah, the science behind this is it's developed and they call them thousands of tiny nanotubes. So they are fractions of microns. They are
super tiny.
3,500 times smaller than a human hair, to put it into perspective. Okay.
Damn.
So basically, like a 1 centimeter square would have like 1,000 of these on it. So what you would imagine is not to the eye, of course, because this is so dark that you can't see it. You cannot make out any type of features on this at all. It's unreal.
It looks like someone dropped a
like
Photoshop circle onto a picture.
It's just insane. Yeah, that's why we have to put it on the slideshow so people can see it and think we fucked with it. It basically, when light hits it, it gets trapped in between these little nanotubes and it bounces around, not allowing it to reflect at all. So therefore, they can put the most powerful lasers on this and barely any light is reflected at all.
frickin' laser beam.
That's insane. It does have a lot of it would have a lot of uses, a lot of bad uses if it got out into society.
A lot of bad uses. Yeah, it's.
Imagine you just spray paint some cardboard and then you could go like break in somewhere, and, like hold it in front of you, and the security cameras would just see like a black square moving.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Like that must be a glitch.
Yeah, just paint yourself in it. Fuck it. Can't it just be like a black ghost running around because you can't even see any features at all. You just see like a shadow running around.
Oh man, if you painted one of those Green Man suits.
Oh my god, that's a brilliant idea. That's kind of scary.
That is scary. That's like
now we're getting into
nightmare
like,
stuff.
Yeah, like chameleon suits. But I mean, literally, they have face masks. They have a face mask that's painted, and they have an identical one next to it, and it looks like you took like a brush and just painted black over the photo in a digital, image editor.
It looks like it makes anything with definition look like a silhouette once it's painted.
I wouldn't even say a silhouette. There's just no
it's like a black
definition
hole
at all, and it's like vibrant black almost. Like it's just like unreal.
Definitely stunning.
Yeah, definitely something you would have like. It would throw you off. You would just be like, "What the fuck?"
For sure. I wonder if we could write in and get some Vanta Black for ourselves.
We should actually inquire and see if we can get a sample and do something ridiculous with it.
That'd be cool. Put it on like on Instagram, holding it in your hand.
Oh my god, yes. Maybe even do a giveaway with like a little speck of Fanta Black.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh man. Well, in our next story, there was the people of Florida were seeing some black, but it was in the skies.
Oh God, that's never good.
As a wildfire.
Was it a stealth? Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was a stealth jet painted Fanta Black.
No Fanta Black in this story. This time it's the smoke from a wildfire that started from a book burning.
You have a little bit of experience with wildfires out by you.
Oh yeah. They get big out here. I'd never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
The firefighters out here are no joke. It's way different. I'm not disparaging firefighters in the city or anything, because that's a totally different beast. But out in the open like fields when it's super dry during a drought, yeah, that shit's scary.
Oh man, yeah, I can imagine.
Now,
just everything's catching.
No one out here is burning their garbage, but this guy in Florida, it was illegally burning a pile of books when it caught fire and kind of moved its way towards 2 homes and 25 other buildings, along with a whole bunch of forest that was.
So he's burning down a town and a forest.
Yep.
Why does he hate books so much?
I don't know. I'm guessing, I was walking through the steps in my mind in this, all right? I'm this guy.
Okay.
I got a bunch of old books, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to get rid
of
these books. If they are books.
Why don't you put them in one of those like donation book bins that you see on the side of the road?
Right?
Drop
them off, give them to some needy kids. But I don't think these were the kind of books you can give to needy kids.
Oh, it depends on what kind of needy kids you're talking about.
Whoa! Hey-o. I think these were some dirty magazines that this guy was trying to burn some evidence. Some times gone past.
Had some old dirty hustlers. 79 edition.
He just drags them out all as one big
It's
chunk.
a jungle, people. They didn't shave their genitals. God. Oh.
He's grabbing it and pulling it out like just one, and it takes the whole fucking pile of them. They're all just together.
I'm gonna burn you.
God.
No need for lighter fluid. So that's probably why it went up so quick. That's my theory.
Very dried out.
Detective Landis on the case. Looks like this man was burning porno mags.
I see the problem here.
Sir, there's no evidence of that. It's like, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So overnight, the wildfire grew to 2.5 square kilometers, forcing nearly 200 people to flee their homes. The fire was 65% contained as of the next day, The fire had a lot of fuel. The weather conditions were right for the kind of devastation that we are seeing. Billy Estep, Director of Emergency Management in Nassau County, told Florida Times-Union, who wrote the article I found this via.
Huh.
They have some pictures up that went out via Twitter of some mobile homes that were burned down, along with some other buildings that were damaged. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Don't burn your books,
This guy
people.
had to get rid of his dirty books.
It was all, you know what? He was rounding up all of the 50 Shades of Grey because
Okay. I'm cool with that.
he doesn't approve of that lifestyle, and he was just trying to get rid of them. He was stealing them one by one.
Good deed. A good deed. This guy's working his way towards the green team, actually.
Censorship.
up.
What? What?
What? Wait, what?
Censorship.
We're communists? Wait, what? No,
Censorship.
Wait. Oh, God, hold on. You know who also
Censorship.
does not enjoy
Attica.
firefight?
Attica.
Oh, stop. Pacino, calm down. So, the guy in our next story, he definitely doesn't like wildfires like that. You might know this guy. It's our friend Sasquatch.
Dun, dun,
Sorry.
dun.
If we see a story about Sasquatch, we cannot go by and not mention this. On
We
American
gotta
Slack.
keep tabs on this motherfucker because we're not crazy
Now-
like those other people who are hunting.
We're not
for him.
crazy, but we're keeping a tab on all the deeds that he's doing to ruin humanity. And this is definitely one of them. So in Moscow, not Russia, Idaho, United States.
Do svidaniya. Welcome to
Northern
Idaho.
Idaho woman says she encountered the beast himself or herself. We don't know yet. We have no sex. So she's driving down the I-95 highway and she sees Sasquatch chasing a deer. She looks in her rear view to get another look at it. And then all of a sudden, a deer runs out in front of her.
Oh.
Bang! Now here she is. She's claiming that this is all at the fault of the Yeti himself.
Well, I mean, yeah, that would be distracting.
I mean, what's he doing dancing in the highway? You shouldn't be doing that.
He was chasing down his dinner. That's what we call fast food in the
Fast
Sasquatch
food.
community.
I just can't imagine a Sasquatch being fast enough to keep up with a deer, if they are what we've always thought they are.
Well, it depends on, if their leg length and then their speed, like their average running speed,
True, I guess if they have really long legs, yeah, they could have a huge stride.
I think the legs
Cover
is
some
where,
trees
because,
down.
and they might be like a rhino, once they get going. They can
Now,
just,
I'm wondering
tackle it.
if she's trying to claim the deer that she hit is the one that he was chasing. It doesn't say anything about that. But
I think she made off lucky on that one.
well, at least she didn't hit him and piss him off. I mean,
Yeah,
you never want to do that.
a car's not going to take out a Sasquatch.
And a lady's no match for any squatch,
No man
let
is
alone
match
this
for any
delicate
Squatch.
northern Idaho potato farmer woman. I don't know if she's a potato farmer, but we're gonna say it because she's in Idaho.
You have a good shot.
This is a good shot, right? I feel like there's a percentage that's pretty decent backing this here. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm not. We'll find out.
I know they're
do an
known
update
for
on
their
this.
taters.
And I like Idaho potatoes.
Hell yeah. The Sasquatch is quite the elusive creature, you would say.
Yeah, man. Too elusive. I want somebody to shoot the goddamn thing. I just want to see it. I want to see it dead.
We
Just
said
stop
only in
running.
self-defense.
Hey, stop running. You was told.
You need tranquilizers if you're gonna take down the Sasquatch.
That's how the police do it. Why can't the squash hunters do it?
Right? The Squatch is definitely on top of my list of cryptids, mysterious
doubt.
creatures that would
I
be
wanna
cool to see on
believe.
Earth.
I want to believe.
Have you heard of the Indian poppy parrot?
Huh. I have not heard of this terrifying creature. It sounds intriguing though.
Well, that's because
Poppy.
I've just made up the
Is he
name.
your grandfather? I mean, I just.
Yeah, it's my grandfather was a parrot.
Ah.
That's why I can
Just imagine
open
an old looking
so I
parrot,
can open peanuts with my feet.
really grumpy. saying obscene things that make no sense at all.
Well, that's because he was watching All in the Family.
Ah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
So our next story is about parrots who are high on drugs raiding farmers' poppy fields to get their opium fix.
Oh, man. Somebody needs to get them to rehab.
They won't go. They've been listening to Amy Winehouse.
God damn it, man.
Who left that radio?
Didn't they see where she ended up?
The drug-addicted parrots are locked in a vicious feud with Indian farmers as the birds plunder poppy fields for their fix.
Oh, Jesus.
They, I guess, are growing these opium plants that have big bulbs, and they wait for the farmers to not be around, and they swoop in. They grab them.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, they're just waiting for the opportune moment to go get their fix up on there.
Yeah, they're smart about it, too. The farmers have been observing them and their tactics, essentially.
So they would walk away a little bit, set them up, and view the birds creeping in to get the opium.
Yeah, he said we keep an eye on them, but they also keep an eye on us.
That's crazy. I thought you had to process it in some way to make it like a drug, but maybe animals react differently than us. I don't know.
Maybe. I guess it's working for him. He goes, the moment you lower your guard, the army of parrots silently swoop onto your fields and take away the bulbs.
Oh, God. I'm just imagining farmers I know it. They're watching. They're watching us.
I always thought that there was, no other use, for, poppy plants and stuff like that. I always thought, poppy plants, opium, heroin, that kind of thing.
Poppy seed bagels, baby.
Poppy seed, I guess so, yeah. I never thought of that, too, yeah. There's that connection. But they said that they use the drug to make morphine.
Really? I didn't even... I guess I never realized. I might have heard that. But
So it does have... some properties that are... not
some pain-killing, valuable,
narcotic related.
Yeah, well, they are narcotic. They're
Well,
abusable,
still narcotics, but
it's
I
definitely
guess
narcotic, but,
hospital related narcotics.
Yeah, kind of has a medicinal value for pain only, no curing element at all.
Right.
Yeah.
These parrots are they're difficult to control, says the farmer.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I could imagine. How do you control parrots when you're fucking outside growing huge crops?
They tried beating drums, even exploding firecrackers.
What they need is some drones. They need some fucking drones out there fucking with those parrots.
True. That drones
Just
would probably be the
around,
best
scaring
way.
The shit out of them.
You gotta
reflective.
You gotta recharge the drone at some point, though.
True, but maybe you spray that bitch Fanta Black and it fucks with the animals so bad when they see that shadow running through the fucking sky. I don't know.
Fanta Black drone. That'd be cool.
You know what I'm saying?
This one part that I really loved of it, they said the birds have learned not to squawk during their raids as to not attract attention. The footage shows them heading back to their safety in the high branches to enjoy their haul. They will often sleep for hours after an opium feast and occasionally fall to their death in a dazed stupor.
Oh, fuck. God.
They're getting so fucked
ruthless.
Up that they're
They're
falling
like
out of the tree.
pirates of drugs, almost. Like, they're pulling these risky raids, going to get their shit, and then they go back to their house all fucked up. They're just laying down on branches, fucking dying, falling off, fucking dude. I like these parrots. I feel like there should be a TV show about these. How did prairie dogs get a show, and these parrots are just rolling around being badass as fuck, sons of anarchy in the parrot world?
They are. I was thinking your show Black Sails, but it's just parrots instead of pirates.
True. I'm just thinking of they're just up to no good, figuring.
Would they have the lead pirate parrot have a little cockatiel on his shoulder or something, something smaller, like a hummingbird?
There is no parrots in Black Sails, unfortunately. I think that's all.
Well,
myths,
they need to make an Indian Black Sails about these parrots.
These parrots, man. I'm still saying that prairie dog show they did on Animal Planet, man. Just do some live cams and then dub in a story, basically. The leader of the parrots here. You can see him. He is prepping them all to make this raid. As they get ready, they observe. They send out a scout.
Yeah, they're crafty, these fuckers.
Oh, hell yeah. There's a drug involved. They're getting smart about it. They're like, there's a high reward.
They're addicted.
They're animals. They have no fucking clue what addiction is, really. So they're just like, this is awesome. Falling to their death and shit. Jesus
like rock
Christ.
stars. These parrots are living like fucking rock stars.
Yeah, they are. They really are, man. They're living it up. Short lives, but hey, they're
We
fucking
don't condone
making the
any
best of it.
parrot start
Don't
using
give
opium.
your parrot any opiate at all. Morphine, poppy seed bagels, any of that shit.
None of it.
Don't do it. Don't. No. Don't do it. Don't even blow your parrot a shotty, because you know what? It doesn't affect them like us. All right?
Yeah, these thieving assholes. They deserved their death out of the tree.
They did, man. They are the thieves, these little fucks. God, speaking of thieves, what we got here is another man trying to get his own fix, and his fix is money. Now, what's so unique about this man is that he decided he was going to rob a McDonald's in Groves, Texas, in one of the best get-ups I've ever heard of a criminal having. What this man was wearing was a leopard print robe, a black mask, not Fanta black, just regular black, which still does it. It does it. Orange Crocs, and orange gloves to match the Crocs. And now what he held up the McDonald's with was only a hairbrush.
You want to know something freaky?
I always want to know something freaky.
That's the exact outfit I have right now, down to the hairbrush in the pocket.
Dude, I was thinking about getting it after I read this article.
It's a solid look.
Dude, fashionable as fuck. I feel like it's like right out of Zoolander.
I was thinking it sounds like one of the Warriors gangs.
Oh man, yeah,
They'd
just
be like
fuck it.
They'd be like the
Over
leopard,
charismatic.
the West Street leopard prince.
Oh God,
Like,
God, come out,
Hamburglar, come out and play.
Oh God, he's just hitting it up like he's hitting like the mafia would hit up another like opposing crew's like joint just to fuck him up. He's just hitting up this McDonald's to fuck it up.
They're like, everyone
Get
who
to the
ain't wearing
Hamburglar.
Crocs is getting shot tonight.
Oh shit.
You better be repping those Crocs, man. There's one dude in the back who's
shit.
like, yes, they always gave me shit.
Oh God. Well, apparently our man here, Damon Joseph, was arrested after he put police on a short chase, and they recovered $130 cash on him that he stole from the McDonald's and a hairbrush. Which, how he robbed it with a hairbrush was he was imposing the idea that he had a gun in his pocket of this sweet-ass leopard print robe. But really, he only had a hairbrush. Because he's not that much of a baller. He spent so much on the outfit, he couldn't afford any type of gat.
First off, need to address this. Short chase. Absolutely. He's wearing Crocs.
It was at this moment that he knew.
No
Hit a
protection.
robe.
No protection. Oh, God. Rodney Dangerfielding with, like, fucking Crocs. God. I don't even think Rodney would rock Crocs.
The funny thing is how I'm assuming he insinuated he had a gun. He's like, I may or may not have something in my pocket, and I may or may not need you to empty that register. And then, like, he's running from the cops, and he's like, I didn't intentionally rob anyone.
I just imagine him kind of breaking a dance running away from the cops because he's looking so fly.
Oh, okay. He's like two-stepping in the Crocs. Like, I could see that.
Yeah, like he's just like one of those dudes. He can't break character at all. Like he's got like proper. He's like, I'm gonna get away.
I wish we had this on video chat right now because I'm like breaking it down.
Dude, me too, man. Me too. Come on, go on, breaking it down.
That's a one way to get away from the cop or not get away from the cops and just start dancing.
No.
Just break it down.
He couldn't help but break it down.
I don't think they're gonna tackle someone who's dancing.
How
Maybe
could
they
you?
will. Maybe
that's
they will.
That's just crude.
Next time you're gonna get arrested, start dancing. See if it works out.
Test
for
it
you.
out. Yeah, let us know. Get at us with that.
Unless they're saying get on the ground, then just do what they're saying.
Yeah, do what they're saying. You will get shot.
But if they're not telling you to do anything, bust a fucking move.
Yeah, breakdance. But don't make any sudden movements.
Yeah, make it a
Work
nice
into it
slow
slow.
dance.
And
Like a
then
nice-
break into the fast movements once they realize you're busting a sweet-ass move.
If they're down with it, if they start dancing too.
No hands in the pockets either. You don't want to. No dance moves that require you to act like you're reaching for anything.
Yo, if you're dancing with your hands in your pockets, you are dancing all wrong.
All wrong. Well, yeah. I mean, you never know with these new dance moves. You might bust the 20s and do dance today. Like, let me reach in my pocket and bust out this 20. You know.
Oh,
you know.
you know what this? That's funny you say busting something out of the pants here. This next story, this guy's busting a TV out of his pants that he jacked from a store in Minnesota.
Those are nice
Jesus
pants.
Christ! What kind of pants is this man wearing?
This was a 72-inch TV. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, Jesus! Ah.
That would be terrible. No, this was a 19-inch TV that this man
Okay.
was charged for allegedly trying to leave a store with.
Okay, so I mean, I guess if it doesn't have the stand on it, it's possibly doable. It's just the dude jacked the TV in his pants.
Yeah, that's a
That's insane.
that's an interesting steal. And you know what are you doing with a 19-inch TV anyway?
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe he wants it for his bathroom. Maybe he's just like easy to impress. You know, like well, not easy to impress, just easy going. He doesn't need much. He's a simple kind of man.
I guess a police officer saw him drop a box of candy in a store parking lot, and then when the officer called out to alert him, he did not respond, and he noticed.
Why'd he drop the candy?
Noticed that
Huh?
he was walking strangely.
Oh,
Dropped candy because he was walking strangely with that TV in his pants.
oh God, he was wiggling away. He was doing like a waddle. He's like,
The
oh no.
The officer drove up, honked his horn to get his attention, but King still did not respond because King was like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck."
Oh shit! Kind of looking like our last dude doing a two-step away, wiggling, doing the TV in your pants.
The officer approached him, and he reached into his pants. Not the officer. I think the man reached into his own pants, prompting the officer to handcuff him. After he was handcuffed, they found the 19-inch TV, some Xanax. They also found, where is it here? Remote control power cords and a bottle of brake fluid. So, like, what is this guy MacGyvering? He's got Xanax, a TV,
Oh
brake
shit!
fluid.
Okay.
power
Okay, hold
cords, remote control.
So, all right. He's stopping to get brake fluid because something's going on. He's got a car stashed somewhere. This is my idea. Hopefully, he's got a car. Maybe
Okay.
he's not this advanced. Maybe he's doing something real like.
He needs the
stupid
Xanax
with-
because he's stealing all this shit.
He needs the Xanax to work up the nerve to do this, to do the
Okay.
heist. So he's stealing the brake fluid, and then he was like thinking about he just watched Pimp My Ride. So he's like, dude, I could totally use a TV in my car. Like,
So
I'm always
the
in my
remote
car.
for the TV.
The remotes to that TV, the power cords are to that TV. He's fucking jacking the TV to put this little 19-inch in his car. Pimp My Ride DIY.
DIY Pimp My Ride. I
On
like
drugs. On drugs.
on drugs. Yeah, that sounds
Doesn't
about
always
right.
work out.
Where are
the
you?
TV might never work.
Where are you putting
There's no
a
cable.
19-inch TV?
Hopefully in
your
the back
car.
seat. Hopefully he's safe and not putting it in the dash area to distract himself when he's driving.
He's gonna pop
he can
it
get
up
it working.
right in the windshield on the right hand side and the passenger side.
Well, continuing with the thievery, the next news story we're going to cover is the youngest thief to ever be featured on American Slacker. And what we have here is a young boy of only 3 years old in Tipperary, Ireland. Apparently was disappointed he didn't win a toy inside of one of those claw machines. So what happened was he
I've
decided
been there.
he wasn't going to have it. He wasn't going to give any more money to this damn robot. He climbed in through the little door because he's a little guy himself. Well, the problem with that is he got in there and started grabbing all these animals and then couldn't get out.
Yeah, those are usually one-way doors.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he even got in there.
Oh my god, it's so funny seeing the image, another slideshow image we will put up, of this little kid stuck inside of a claw machine. Apparently, the dad says he took his eyes off of him for 5 seconds, and the kid ended up in there. I just believe that the dad was just not paying attention to his kids, letting them run amok. You don't get inside of a claw machine in 5 seconds.
He might be a spry little kid.
Yeah, you think he's just one of those little like slippery worms, just like. Oh
Shit!
shit!
Damn it! He's back. He's back on the shed. I told him not to go on the top of the shed. Get off the shed!
Oh man,
Can't control some of
boy,
these kids.
you can't. Oh, kids are chaotic. That's all it can be. The little boy was lucky. The firefighter that happened to respond had experience with people being trapped in small spaces like this, so he fandangled the boy out in a certain method of having him crouch and shimmy out.
Okay.
The play center that this all occurred at had said that they had never seen a child do anything as such.
This shit little kid,
so.
man.
I would hope that they don't have this. It's like, oh no, that happens twice a week. Yeah, there's always a kid getting stuck in that machine. We should really have a key for that. The firefighters really hate us.
Yeah, that's I feel like claw machines are on their way out. They're big outside of the country.
Yeah, I mean, I stumbled
Our
across like,
country,
there's
at
mad
least.
videos on YouTube about claw machines. Like, what the fuck? Is there a huge like following that we don't know about?
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
there's people who I don't know if there's
Claw
any like,
machine
competitive claw
Conventions,
machines, but
like clubs.
yeah, people who go at it, you know.
Is that like a hobby? Like people, if anybody out
Yeah.
there listening to this is a claw machine hobbyist, let us know. AmericanSlackerPodcast@gmail.com.
I've seen some on YouTube.
Dude, I've seen people that know how to cheat the system. I don't believe it though. It's like some weird shit of like turning levers and like hitting buttons a certain amount of times.
Yeah, everyone's got their little tips and tricks.
Yeah.
We got some
Life
tips
hacks.
coming in the next segment here. We're moving on to video games. First off, we want to start with our gamer tags. My gamer tag is Landers the Plane. That's LANDERS the Plane. Same as my Instagram.
And you can get at me at Matty G from HP, and that's MATTYGFROM
One game that we've really been enjoying recently is Rocket League. We got to play it on
man.
that free play weekend.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the show before, but we've put some serious hours into it now.
I would say it says we're pro on our little
Yeah.
characters and that.
We are. I mean, we don't want to brag or anything, but we're pro.
It's a fun game to like mess around on. It was like $20. I think it was $15 when it was on sale, but we weren't able to snag that.
Yeah, we didn't uptake the sale. We were fools. We waited, paid full price. But I mean, better for the developers anyway. Maybe they'll make a better DLC the more that people buy.
Yeah, I've enjoyed like all the stuff that they actually just came out with a what was it, the drop shot?
Yeah, drop shot mode's really different from the normal Rocket League soccer like RC car battle. There's a couple of other modes like hockey or basketball style. But drop shot's completely different in its own.
Yeah, that I've been having fun playing drop shot, along
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
hoops and the classic soccer modes that they have there.
Yeah, I gotta say, soccer mode always catches me. It's the original mode for it, and it's real fun.
Yeah.
Real good.
Now, last time we talked about video games, we mentioned Heavy Weapon and Evolve were being given away for free on Games with Gold for Xbox.
Yes, and somebody here has destroyed one of these games.
Oh yeah, it was. I'll say Heavy Weapon was harder to beat than Layers of Fear, which was another one that we had covered that was given away the month before, I believe.
Yes.
Heavy Weapon was like a arcade type shooter. If you've ever played like Metal Slug or anything like that, it sort of reminded me of that.
It looked like it, yeah. I didn't get a chance to actually play it, but the screenshots of it looked like really similar.
It was difficult. I thought I was talking shit, and it said it was really easy for the first couple of levels, but then as it progressed, you definitely have to work at it and get better at avoiding the projectiles that are being shot at you and stuff. And saving up your lives and saving up your super, like, nuke things. But I beat it. It's definitely worth picking up and dicking around on.
Yeah, for free. I mean, all these games are free that we're talking about with Games of Gold. If you have an Xbox One, just download them. Even if you
you're
don't
an
want to play them right
achievement
now.
hunter, it's a good thing to pick up.
Yeah, it builds up real quick. Me and you were working with 2 download because that's how they're giving them away like candy.
Like candy on Halloween.
Evolve, on the other hand, you should definitely check it out, especially if you have a few buddies to play with you. Evolve is a multiplayer-only game. It's a 5-player game where 4 people are hunters and 1 person is a monster. The monster is given a 30-second head start to get around and get enough time so that you can get away from the hunters, spawn and everything. He upgrades as he goes along with time, so the hunters have to get to that monster in a certain amount of time, or otherwise it becomes like this all-powerful fucking nightmare.
Yeah, and just pretty much obliterates everyone.
For a free game, you should definitely get it, because it's not even just like an arcade game like Heavy Weapon. It's an actual like Xbox One game that came out that was $65 that we both paid.
It's like it reminds me of Call of Duty if Call of Duty had like a shit ton of giant monsters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it can get repetitive, So it's a game that you might not want to play all the time. It might be your thing though, It's very unique. There's not a lot of games that have this style form where you're 4-on-1 in the the overpowering of the monster, and there's different monsters, different hunters with different characteristics and skills. So it makes for a unique battle a lot of the time, I think you definitely should check it out. Regardless, it's fun to play online, especially if online's your finesse like mine. I only play online games usually.
Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely one of those ones that you'll play for a little while. Like you said, it can get repetitive.
Very repetitive. You're stuck with limited. I mean, not limited. I mean, there's a lot of differences with the characters and whatnot, but it's still the same concept over and over again. The monsters are really cool. There's a lot of different monsters.
When you get to be the monster, it's fun.
It's always an arena battle type deal on a pretty decent sized map. So, there's no single player mode to change out to with a storyline or anything like that.
Yeah, try and grab that one. I'm not sure if that one's still going to be available by the time this is out. I know some of the games they make available until the 15th of the next month. But,
yes. Yeah, they do that weirdness. Yeah.
But the ones that are available that we want to talk about for this month of April are Darksiders and Rise Son of Rome. Now, Darksiders is going to be available from April 1st until the 15th, and Son of Rome will be available for the entire month from April 1st to April 30th.
I've played a shit ton of the Rise Son of Rome. Well, not a shit ton, but a good amount. And I've never played Darksiders 1. I've had a handle on Darksiders 2, which was really cool. It seems like it has a really unique development of story inside of it.
Yeah,
it's not your average game.
I wasn't too familiar with it until I started doing a little bit of research for this episode, and it's a hack and slash type of game where you're going to go around and be just like kind of obliterating stuff. You play as War, who's one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and you're kind of caught in the apocalypse and a fight between heaven and hell.
Yeah, see, that's pretty cool.
The graphics didn't look bad for it being an Xbox 360 game.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, I know it has a huge following, so it'll probably be, a little dated because it is a 360 game, but it's probably going to be ahead of its time for a 360 game.
It's worth picking up. It's free,
Free.
Throw it on your hard drive.
Enough.
We'll play it and give you a review of it by the next time we cover video games. Rise Son of Rome, though. I'm interested in this.
So, what Rise is, obviously, it partakes in Roman times. And it's a single-player game. It's a hack and slash as well in third-person mode. It takes you on an adventure where you you start out like one of the opening scenes is pretty cool. Like you see just Rome burning and everything, and you're an older man. Marius Titus is the character that you play, and he's a general at that time when Rome's burning, and then it cuts to like you start out as the young Marius Titus. So you go through the whole storyline of him becoming this general, and you just go on all kinds of crazy missions and whatnot. One thing I will say, this is one of the original Xbox games. It came out, and there was only about 5 games for a good at least 8 months span.
That would be Xbox One, right?
Xbox One. I hope I didn't say 360, but
No, you said one of the original Xbox games. I just wanted to clarify.
yeah, yeah. So there was a time period where this was one of a few games, and I had the chance to pick it up right away. And I gotta say, I played it a little bit, and it was very repetitive. And it has nice graphics, but it kind of glitches with the hack and slash. Like it's not smooth like the games you see coming out for Xbox One today.
Okay.
And the repetitiveness that gets to me. I like a game with variation, with new elements being added as you progress through the storyline. So
That sounds closer to what Darksiders seems to be.
I feel like Darksiders might have a little more to it than Son of Rome.
Yeah.
I was disappointed because again I paid $65 for Rise when it came out, and it was not what I thought it was going to be. There was no multiplayer, and yeah, I mean it's just not the beautiful game that sometimes these trailers portray the game to be.
Right.
I'll give it up for free again.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Don't
It's
get me wrong.
free.
And then we'll reassess. We're going to touch base on this again. We'll let you know
See
what's
if
going
they've
on.
improved anything, done some patches maybe.
Yeah, they've had years to improve, maybe. Maybe they added multiplayer. We'll see. We're lucky.
So that's all we got for video games. Our last little segment we wanted to throw in here, Sweet Tweets. This is our second time we're doing Sweet Tweets.
Oh, yes.
Now, what Sweet Tweets is we like to comb Twitter, find some interesting people to highlight, and tell you to follow them. The person that I want you to go and check out is at Brad Neely. That's Brad, Neely. He is an animator who has had 2 shows on Adult Swim, China, Illinois, and I always mess up this other one. It's Brad Neely's Hargnalan Sclopio Pipio. It's just a bunch of words that he made up. But the show is really funny. And I don't think it's getting renewed for another season, unfortunately. I wanted it to be, but I think it's just one season. You can get it on Hulu now, though.
Oh, that's good. That's nice and easy to access.
So he's really funny. He throws out random tweets. I'm trying to find a really good trick-ass treat. I don't know what he was tweeting that about.
The animations you were sending me were pretty funny.
He does songs too that are kind of funny.
Yeah, the music videos like with the animation is great.
He's got a lot of stuff up on YouTube. He's definitely someone worth checking out. He hasn't been extremely active on Twitter for a while, but I think he's still going around liking people's stuff and replying every so often. So get at him. Get him more active now.
Yes. The person that I am choosing is Matthew Inman. And what Matthew Inman does is he's an illustrator, an animator, and he's known for making the Oatmeal website. And basically what that is a collection of different series of cartoons that are pretty funny. I really enjoy his work. He's a funny guy in general. You'll find anything on his tweets from Tesla to presidential things to pop culture related items.
His cartoons that you were sending me were really funny.
He always has some humor. Like I'll try. One that he has, is there's like 2 images, one on top of each other, and it's a guy walking with a box in his hands, a big box, and he's the cat's like interweaving between his legs, and he's like, "Why now?" And then earlier, the cat's like watching TV, and he's watching Star Wars at the point where that big the AT machine is like getting wrapped up with rope, and tipped over, and he just has a weird sense of humor. He has a bunch of stuff with different presidents. But he also does like positive things too. Like I noticed that he was like putting up like arguments against like bills that were for extreme like hunting, regulations and stuff. So it's kind of cool. He's into animal conservation. And also back in 2012, the Oatmeal launched a fundraising campaign. And what they did is they bought Wardenclyffe Tower in Long Island, New York. And Wardenclyffe was actually developed and built by Nikola Tesla. So it's of great historic value. It's something that should be preserved. So they made the fundraiser, and they actually got Elon Musk to donate to it.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they bought the property, and now they're turning it into a Tesla museum. And Musk is also going to be involved in that. He's donating $1 million to the development of this museum. And they're going to build a Tesla supercharger right outside the museum for display.
Damn.
Basically, it'll be a nice, pretty setup. But what it'll do is basically it'll be so that everybody can recharge their Tesla cars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it'll be like a huge display model.
Yeah, a little
Tesla
something for people to look at,
looking modern as could be.
That's awesome.
Craziness. But yeah, Matthew Hibman, man, really digging the stuff he puts out. Check out the Oatmeal. You'll find a lot of random cartoons involving pets to gay marriage to inappropriate humor like farting and God knows whatever you're into.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
So those are some people to go follow. That's sweet tweets for you.
And I think that about wraps us up. All right, guys, so thank you for tuning in as always. If you want to check us out, you can get at us on our Facebook or Instagram at American Slacker Podcast. And also, check out our website, americanslackerpodcast.wordpress.com.
You can email us at americanslackerpodcast@gmail.com. And we are on Twitter and Reddit. You can find that. It's AMERSLKR Podcast. That's Amer Slacker Podcast. Our personal Instagrams, mine is Landers the Plane.
And mine is MWG Media. Don't forget to rate and review us on iTunes, people. We need a little love. We need a little interaction. Give us the appropriate amount of stars that you feel we deserve. Which is 5. I mean, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we wouldn't accept any less.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. Nothing but...
We have a certain amount of skills. We will find you.
And we will make you rate us a 5.
We'll break out your iPhone or Android device and literally make you subscribe and rate us.
And while you're at it, why don't you head on over to your Spotify and subscribe follow our Spotify playlist. This is something new we've been doing.
Yeah, and any artists that we ever cover on the podcast, you will find on this playlist. We've got a pretty decent amount right now. We've got an hour and a half of great music you can just chill and jam out to. It's a variety, and hopefully you dig it.
To find it, search American Slacker Podcast on Spotify. Last but not least, we always want to throw out the option to become a sponsor of the show via our Patreon. If you go to patreon.com and search American Slacker Podcast, you will find our page. For $1 per month, you will be a sponsor of the show. You get a shout out. For $5 per month, you get a shout out. Plus, you get to ask us a question. Any question at all. And the way we look at it, even if you give us $1, we put out at least 5 episodes with our 4 and a bonus episode every month, which equates to about 20 cents per episode. So, $1 for 20 cents per episode for a month's worth of entertainment. We hope that you think that we're worth that much to you.
Yeah.
And we appreciate any other love that we get. Email us. Hit us up on that Instagram. Send us some shit on Facebook. We love hearing from you guys.
Interact. Let us know what you want, what you don't want.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And until next time, I believe that's it.
There you go.
footage the world will never hear. Because literally, once I get into editing phase, I delete this because there's no need to keep like a backup of like the original.
Shit. Motherfucker.
See, you're wasting your vulgarness. It's just
I'm ramping
pissing
up.
it away in the wind. You're
Oh,
pissing
that's-
it away in the
that's-
wind, though.
That's what I forgot to do. I gotta light a candle for intent.